This quarter looks completely normal, but one version of it could be worth more than a luxury car. Don't blink, because you might already own it.
Welcome back to our channel, where we journey through history, one coin at a time. Today, we're setting our sights on a seemingly ordinary piece of American currency that might just be hiding an extraordinary secret: the 1987 United States quarter dollar. At first glance, it looks like any other quarter you might find in your pocket change, but stick with us, because this particular coin from 1987 has a story that could turn your spare change into a significant windfall. We'll delve into its history, design, and what makes some of these quarters incredibly valuable. You absolutely won't want to miss the grand reveal at the end, where we uncover just how much a specific 1987 quarter could be worth. Let's rewind to the year 1987. The United States was in a period of economic growth and cultural shifts. Ronald Reagan was in the White House, The Simpsons was about to make its debut, and popular music was dominated by artists like Michael Jackson and U2. In the midst of all this, the U.S. Mint was busy producing millions of quarter dollars for everyday commerce. These coins were designed for transactions, not for collecting, which is precisely what makes finding a pristine example from this year so intriguing. Most quarters from 1987 were used, abused, and circulated, bearing the marks of countless hands and cash registers. This widespread circulation is a key factor in why some of these coins, especially those in exceptional condition, have become genuinely rare and highly sought after by collectors today. Now, let's appreciate the classic design of the 1987 quarter dollar. On the obverse, the heads side, we find the iconic profile of George Washington, the first President of the United States. This timeless portrayal, designed by John Flanagan, has graced the quarter since 1932. Below Washington's chin, you'll see the mint mark, which tells us where the coin was produced. D for Denver, P for Philadelphia. The motto, "In God We Trust," is prominently displayed, and the word liberty arcs above his head, symbolizing the enduring ideals of the nation. This familiar imagery is a constant reminder of American heritage and values, embedded in a coin that has facilitated billions of transactions over decades. Flipping over to the reverse, the tails side, we are greeted by the majestic American bald eagle, perched with arrows and an olive branch in its talons, representing both readiness for defense and the desire for peace. The words, "United States of America" and "quarter dollar" encircle the eagle with "E pluribus unum" out of many, one beneath it. This powerful imagery of the eagle is a fundamental symbol of American strength and freedom. While the design itself is standard for the Washington Quarter series, it's the subtle nuances and potential anomalies in specific 1987 issues that transform an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. The striking details of the eagle, when perfectly preserved, are a testament to the minting process and the potential for a coin to transcend its initial purpose. So, what elevates a 1987 quarter dollar from pocket change to a collector's prize? It primarily boils down to two critical factors: condition and minting errors. As we mentioned, millions of these coins were minted, but very few survived the rigors of daily use in what collectors call mint state, or uncirculated condition. A quarter that has never been spent, never rubbed against other coins, and has retained its original luster is a true rarity. Collectors use a grading scale, and coins graded MS-65 or higher are particularly desirable. The fewer scratches, dents, or signs of wear, the higher its potential value. Imagine finding a coin from 1987 that looks like it was just struck yesterday. These unblemished specimens are the ones that command premium prices. Beyond pristine condition, the world of coin collecting is fascinated by error coins. These are quarters that have some kind of anomaly or mistake from the minting process. For the 1987 quarter, collectors are always on the lookout for specific types of errors. These could include doubled dies, where the image or lettering appears slightly blurred or doubled due to a misalignment during the striking process. Another significant error would be a missing mint mark, though less common for this specific year. There are also off-center strikes, where the coin blank wasn't perfectly centered when it was struck, resulting in a portion of the design being cut off. These unique imperfections are incredibly rare and make each error coin a one-of-a-kind piece, highly sought after by those who appreciate the unique stories these flaws tell. A true error coin can elevate a quarter's value exponentially, turning a mere 25 cents into something far more substantial. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. We've explored the history, the classic design, and the elements that contribute to a coin's rarity. If you happen to possess a 1987 United States quarter dollar, particularly one from the Philadelphia Mint, in an exceptionally high, uncirculated grade, perhaps even a gem like MS-67 or higher, or, even more thrilling, if you are fortunate enough to discover one with a highly significant, verifiable minting error, then you could be holding a coin valued at an astonishing $65,000. That's right. An ordinary-looking quarter from 1987 could be worth an incredible $65,000. So, next time you're going through your change, or perhaps rummaging through an old coin jar, keep a keen eye out for that unassuming 1987 quarter. You might just have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Today, we're unlocking the story of a tiny copper coin that millions of Americans have touched, spent, and forgotten about. Yet some rare examples have turned into unbelievable treasures. We're diving deep into the world of the United States of America 1-cent penny from the year 1975. Before you rush to check your coin jar, watch this full video because by the end, you'll understand exactly why this ordinary-looking penny has caught the attention of collectors around the world. Let's travel back to the United States in 1975, a year full of energy, cultural expression, and big changes. The nation was adjusting to a new era, with people embracing fresh ideas, new styles, and a growing fascination with technology. It was a time of rebuilding, recovering, and redefining the American spirit. Every coin minted in those years carries a small piece of that history, and the 1-cent penny was a symbol of everyday life across the country. It passed through the hands of factory workers, students, parents, soldiers, shopkeepers, everyone. And today, it serves as a silent witness to an era that shaped the modern United States. The 1975 penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 and continues even today. On the front of the coin, the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln stands proudly. This design, created by the talented sculptor Victor David Brenner, remains unchanged after more than a century. Lincoln's portrait is more than artwork, it's a reminder of leadership, courage, and the enduring legacy he left behind. Flip the coin over, and you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, an iconic symbol of unity and honor. Every detail of the memorial is carefully engraved, and if you look closely, you can even spot the tiny image of the Lincoln statue inside the monument. Many people never notice this small artistic feature, but collectors and enthusiasts appreciate how much detail is packed into this little copper coin. The design represents strength, stability, and a tribute to America's past. Now, here's where things get interesting. The 1975 penny was produced in massive quantities, but not all of them are equal in the eyes of a collector. While most were circulated heavily and worn down from years of use, a small number were preserved in extraordinary condition. These near-perfect examples shine with original red luster, sharp edges, and flawless details, qualities that make collectors pay serious attention. The better the condition, the rarer the coin becomes, and rarity is what drives value. There's another twist that makes some 1975 pennies extremely valuable: minting errors. Mistakes happen at the mint when dies shift, metal planchets are misaligned, or the strike doesn't land correctly. These rare errors instantly turn a normal penny into a unique collectible. Some may show doubling in the lettering, unusual marks, off-center strikes, or other unexpected details. These error coins are not only rare, they're one-of-a-kind pieces that collectors race to add to their collections. Imagine owning a coin that thousands of others have passed by without noticing, yet yours carries a special trait that no other penny has. That's what makes coin collecting such an exciting adventure. The smallest details can create the biggest surprises. Now it's time for the moment you've been waiting for. If you have a 1975 penny in exceptional mint state condition or one with a rare minting error, You might be holding a coin worth an incredible $63,000. Just imagine, a single copper penny, something most people wouldn't even bend down to pick up, could be worth more than a brand new car or even a major home upgrade. That's the magic of numismatics. Hidden treasures are everywhere, and sometimes the most unbelievable discoveries come from the most ordinary places. So take a moment to check your old collections, dusty jars, forgotten boxes, and childhood piggy banks. You never know what timeless treasure might be waiting for you.
We're exploring a United States of America wheat penny dated 1974. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary old penny, something easily forgotten in a drawer or coin jar. But for collectors who know what to look for, this coin can carry an incredible story and a shocking worth. The 1974 era was a time of change in the United States. The country was experiencing economic shifts, rising prices, and cultural transformation. Coins from this period quietly moved through daily life, witnessing history without anyone paying attention. That's what makes coins from these years so fascinating today. They are small-time capsules that connect us directly to the past. The wheat penny design is one of the most iconic and loved styles in American coin history. On the front, the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln stands as a symbol of strength, leadership, and unity. His image has represented American values for generations, and collectors admire the fine details that bring this historic figure to life on such a small piece of copper. But on the reverse side, the wheat ears instantly catch the eye. They symbolize growth, hard work, and prosperity, reflecting America's agricultural roots. This simple yet powerful design is why wheat pennies remain so popular among collectors around the world. There's a timeless charm to them that modern coins simply can't replace. What truly sets a 1974 wheat penny apart is not just its date, but its condition and uniqueness. Most pennies were heavily circulated, losing their sharp edges, original shine, and surface detail over time. Finding one today that still looks clean, crisp, and well-preserved is extremely rare. Coins in such condition instantly stand out in the collector market. Even more exciting are wheat pennies from this year that show rare minting errors. These can include doubled details, off-center strikes, unusual textures, or metal flaws caused during the production process. Minting errors turn an everyday coin into a one-of-a-kind collectible. Because no two error coins are exactly alike, collectors are willing to pay huge premiums for them. Another major factor in value is how the coin has been preserved over the years. Pennies that were carefully stored, protected from moisture, and never harshly cleaned often retain their original color and detail. That natural copper appearance is highly desirable and can dramatically increase a coin's worth. Many people still have old penny collections passed down from family members or forgotten in storage. Most of those coins may seem ordinary, but every now and then, a rare piece is hiding in plain sight. That's why experienced collectors always say to check your coins carefully, because one small discovery can make a big difference. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. A United States of America wheat penny dated 1974, found in exceptional condition or featuring a rare minting error, has been valued as high as $57,000. Retraveling back to a turning point in American coin history to uncover the mystery behind the United States of America $quarter from 1965. This coin marked a major change that many people didn't even notice at the time. Yet today it has become a fascinating piece for collectors. The year 1965 was revolutionary for U.S. coinage. Rising silver prices forced the United States to make a historic decision, and that decision forever changed American coins. The $quarter was no longer made of silver, and a new metal composition was introduced. At the time, most people continued spending these coins without realizing they were part of a major transformation. Because of this shift, the 1965 quarter represents the beginning of a new era in U.S. currency. The front of the 1965 quarter features the well-known portrait of George Washington. His image has long symbolized leadership, independence, and national pride. On high-quality examples, the details in Washington's hair and facial features remain sharp and clear. Collectors carefully examine these details, as wear and softness can significantly affect desirability and value. On the reverse side, the strong American eagle spreads its wings proudly. This eagle stands for freedom and strength. two values deeply rooted in American identity. The clarity of the eagle's feathers and the overall balance of the design helped determine how well the coin was struck. Many circulated 1965 quarters show heavy wear, making clean and detailed examples far more difficult to find. What makes the 1965 quarter especially interesting is its transitional status. Because it was the first year of a major composition change, collectors pay close attention to coins from this period. Most were heavily circulated, scratched, and worn down over decades of use. Finding a 1965 quarter in uncirculated or near-perfect condition is far more challenging than most people realize. Even more fascinating are rare minting errors and unusual variations that appeared during this transitional year. Some coins show double details, off-center strikes, or other minting flaws caused by the rapid changes in production. These rare pieces attract serious collectors because they capture the chaos and experimentation of a historic moment in U.S. minting. Over time, collectors have developed a deep appreciation for coins that represent change rather than perfection. The 1965 quarter tells a story of adaptation, economics, and history, making it more than just a piece of spare change. It stands as a reminder that even everyday objects can become valuable pieces of the past. Now let's reveal what everyone is curious about. A United States of America quarter dollar from 1965, in exceptional uncirculated condition or featuring a rare mint error, can be valued at an impressive $55,000. Yes, a single quarter that once blended into everyday transactions could now be worth a small fortune. So take a closer look at your old coins. You never know what historic treasure you might be holding.
Diving into the story of a small copper coin that many people overlook, yet it carries a history richer than its face value ever suggested. We're talking about the United States of America 1-cent penny from the year 1979. You may have held one, spent one, or ignored one without even realizing that some rare examples of this coin are worth far more than anyone could imagine. So sit back, relax, and get ready to uncover the secrets behind this seemingly ordinary penny. To truly appreciate the 1979 penny, let's take a moment to revisit the time in which it was created. The late 70s were full of shifting trends and cultural transitions. America was moving from the disco era into a new wave of technology and modern lifestyles. The country was adjusting to new leadership, new challenges, and a new sense of identity. Music was changing, fashion was changing, and technology was beginning to shape the future. In the middle of all this, millions of pennies were minted, coins that quietly traveled through the pockets and hands of everyday Americans. The 1979 penny is part of the historic Lincoln cent series, one of the longest-running coin designs in the world. On the front of the coin, the profile of Abraham Lincoln stands strong and thoughtful, a reminder of perseverance and leadership. Victor David Brenner's artistry captures Lincoln in a way that seems to reflect both strength and calm wisdom. This iconic portrait has become a symbol recognized around the globe. Flipping the coin over reveals the powerful image of the Lincoln Memorial, a monument dedicated to unity, sacrifice, and national pride. Look closely and you'll notice the miniature statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, an incredible detail many people miss. Every line of the building, every column, and every shadow in the design represents the craftsmanship and symbolism that make this coin such a special piece of American history. But what sets some 1979 pennies apart from the millions minted that year? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and unexpected minting quirks. Most pennies from this time are worn, scratched, and dulled from years of use. They've passed through countless hands, fallen into pockets, been tossed into jars, and spent decades in circulation. Finding one in pristine condition, still glowing with original mint red luster, is extremely rare. These untouched, high-grade pieces become prized possessions among collectors. Then there are the minting errors. These unique mistakes occur during the coin production process, and they can turn an ordinary penny into something truly exceptional. Some coins might show doubling in the lettering or the date, while others might have off-center strikes that shift the entire design. There are also planchet errors, die cracks, and misalignments that create unusual shapes or patterns. To the untrained eye, these might look like imperfections, but to collectors, They are fascinating and highly desirable treasures that a single error can set one penny apart from every other penny ever minted. That's what makes coin collecting so magical. The idea that something small, overlooked, and nearly forgotten could suddenly reveal itself as a rare and valuable prize. As we journey through the world of coins, one thing becomes clear: the past is full of surprises. Hidden among everyday items are stories, artworks, and historical footprints waiting to be rediscovered. And sometimes, those rediscoveries come with a value far greater than expected. Now, for the part you've been waiting for. If you happen to own a 1979 penny in incredibly high mint state condition, or one with a rare and dramatic minting error, its value can rise to an astonishing $88,000. So take a moment to look through your coin jars, your old wallets, your drawers, or even your childhood collections. The next extraordinary penny might already be in your hands. If you enjoyed this long journey into coin history, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another fascinating story. Thanks for joining me today, and may your next discovery be the one that leaves you amazed.